Come and get started on a new mission, a new direction, a new intention. Welcome to 5.8G Alive at Connections 50 Plus. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite.
And I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, catering to all your prospects in the third act of life.
Economic well-being, social gratification, personal fulfillment.
Join us on Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Connections 50 Plus Facebook page, YouTube channel,
and on Gael the Caribbean.
Good evening. Welcome. Happy Carnival. Welcome to 5.8G Alive. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite, one of the co-creators of Connections 50 Plus, which brings you 5.8G Alive. And with me, as usual, is my colleague. Hi, Jen.
Hi, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Carnival Week. This is really a great time for us in Trinidad and Tobago, celebrating our Carnival season. So we welcome you this evening. Yes.
Definitely. And we have been on a journey trucking through Carnival. We did wardrobe, we did fitness, we talked to Frank Martino about ties. So we did try to get a pan person, but no, in the middle of panorama season, we discovered that you don't call pan people to talk about nothing other than the pan.
Yes.
But we'll still do that afterwards, you know. But Jennifer, after this week, when this week is finished, next week is Carnival week. That is Carnival Monday, Carnival Tuesday, Carnival Wednesday, and then we on to the big celebration. So let's talk about our tribe. Let's talk about what's going on, and let's come back after this break and let's get into tribe and talk about Carnival.
Yep.
So Jennifer, what is Carnival shaping up to? You have wardrobe, you have ticket, you have all kind of things. What is your Carnival shaping up like?
It's celebrating. I'm in the mood. And I started, I went to a brunch. I would say a tribe brunch because it was lovely. And that was on Sunday. And Terry-Ann, it was so much fun. You know what I like about it? Because I like that brunch effect. Because you could sit, you could do what you want, and you could just walk about and greet and meet. And I met a few of our tribe members there, and one came up to me because she normally watch on Gael. Oh gosh, I forgot your name. Sorry about that. And greeted me and said, gosh, she saw the show, so she did see the fashion show with Richard and congratulated us because she found it was so great. And we had fun and she looked beautiful. And let me tell you, I have to get this line dance down pattern because, I had to go on the dance floor. I just love to dance. And this is Carnival time, so I like to do my thing. And, song came on and everybody on the floor, all of us are 50 plus tribe, let me tell you, on the floor doing the line dancing, and it was so much fun. So I enjoyed that. So that was my really first Carnival, I would say, fete for the season. That was my start. And there's no stopping me now. So I think that was really, really lovely. And they ended with, they had everything. So you had the steel band, the DJ, you had the prisons band, it was beautiful. And everyone had fun. Well, they have the normal, the eats and the drinks, and it was just beautiful. So that was a great start for me to the Carnival season.
Very, very nice. And what else do you plan to do?
I
You have
planned,
a
so
week
that
and
was
a half.
so in that week, I plan again other brunch that I, looking at for the weekend coming. And during the week, I plan to attend the tent. Terry and I was saying I was a bit reluctant at first. And actually, when I saw, and this again with Frank Patino, Spectacular, and I know you attended the first show with Tribute to the Legends. And I couldn't make them. And when I saw the repeat, I called up two friends and we was, oh gosh, I have to go to that. So while I was a bit initially innocent, tent, I'm not sure. But when that was, advertised again as a repeat, so I'm going to that. Plus this week, I'm looking forward to that. And I want to go down on the village.
Yes, John Cupid.
They have a nice line, free shows, and really nice artists lined up. So maybe I'm looking at doing that. I really book up now. I'm talking to you. So that's one of the things I plan to do. So that will take up at least for this week 3 activities planned. So one would be going to the tent, going to the village, and either Saturday or Sunday I have to confirm to order brunch. I like things in the day, Terry.
And what about Kiddies Carnival? You're not going to Kiddies Carnival with the grands?
Well, I always go. I have to confirm that with her.
Yeah.
Because now they have the Friday. They do it in school. So she has that coming up. And I have to confirm. But as long she's willing to go, yes, I'm doing that. I do that every year actually.
Yeah.
So I actually book up, they have so many activities on. And as I said, my wardrobe, I know what I'm wearing. Richard ensure that I cannot say I don't have anything to wear. I left the combinations, what he did.
Yeah.
How he coordinated outfits. Hanging up exactly like this. This is for the savannah. This is for the road. This is for the brunch, the fancy brunch. And this is for the tent.
Oh gosh.
I will take my photos and post.
Very good. We really do hope that some of you all, really took that episode to heart because, when you take out all of the clothes and, sometimes just hook up a broomstick between the bed head and the dressing table. Just hook up a broomstick between the bed head and the dressing table and hang up all the clothes because sometimes it's when you bring them out and you look at them and you start mixing and matching. Sometimes they're in the wardrobe and they're too compacted and you think what you pull out all the time. But sometimes when you open it up and really give yourself a chance to look at the clothes and see what do I have and put the shoes down next to them and it's fun. It's fun. Even if you can't get Richard to come and do it for you, you can do it. Get together with a girlfriend or a fella or your husband or your brother or your cousin. And
so you can miss some things, huh? And I forgot, like, I'm going out later. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, what to wear because that wasn't included, when we had the show with Richard. I didn't know about this particular event later. And I'm saying, what I'm wearing? And I flip into and say, oh, shucks, I have this. Exactly. A dress and I just need just a little loose. I need to take it under the arm. Just, that's it. But is it perfect for me? Is the look I want? So sometimes we do that and we forget, we put away things because you may think you have no occasion to wear it at the time. And then, so I agree with you. Pull out the things in the wardrobe. Have fun doing that.
That's something you could do. Yeah, probably twice a year. Probably 2 or 3 times a year. Just drag everything out. And sometimes, you have your decluttering business. And sometimes you realize, all right, this thing is done. I'm done with this. Get rid of this or whatever it is. So it could be a whole lot of fun, I am looking forward to this week. Well, everybody knows that I am a carnival baby. I do a carnival intensely. So I work my way back. I've been to, as I said, the show, and I have to reach out to, I really do hope I have your name right. I think it is Sonia and her friend Sandra, who, again, as we were leaving, called out to me, Tarian. And it's always a thrill when we go out and you all recognize us. And I want to say thank you for recognizing us because, Jennifer, sometimes people may recognize you, but they figure they can't approach you and they can't talk to you. But it's so nice when you do. And I really, really appreciated that. And thank you. And for those who were seeing me and peeping and not wanting to come up, please do.
And so I know what I didn't do, and I wouldn't make that mistake again. I should have really taken a photo
Ah.
with. Oh, and I'm on for photos,
And you are
and
Miss
I just,
Photographer. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
really pretty and some friends next time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
as you all come up to me, we taking a photo, we taking selfies, right?
Jennifer is a
Carry
selfie
on.
today. Remember that. I'll write down your name. Yeah.
Yeah.
So beyond that, I've had as is custom, Mark's birthday is in this month, and so had about 3 lines for him. Boy, that boy could line. And I consider those lines which are at home part of my carnival. Carnival and Jennifer, you were there the last one together with
I was
one of our
I didn't mention that. Really going out this weekend. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that, and in prepping for our our band, because I'm playing with Lost Tribe this year. So I went to Fet Yard and with one of our supporters who's also playing mass with me. Hello, Joanne. We're looking forward to that. So that was fun and it was good seeing because I love to see the live performances and so on. So that starting to warm up and earlier I did Michael Tasha's concert, which was also a nice warm up, a good fun time. And I am really, 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 I watched Panorama from the comfort of my bed. Yes, on Sunday. I watched Panorama from the comfort of my bed. I had a blast. I had a blast. I commiserate with my band, Franklin, but the band in second place will win, and I am certain of that.
You know what is beautiful too, Terry, and as you mentioned, Panorama. There are a lot of trainees overseas that come in just for that panorama.
Yeah, yeah.
They said, I have a friend who came in for the panorama. I said, I said, don't worry, I'm coming back again. I book already. I book, I come down for panorama, have fun, relax, and then going back up. And I'm coming down for carnival. So they're making 2 trips
It's
because they just
yeah, yeah. And it's 4 shows in one because my son went to the Green. My sister was in the North Stand. I have some very good friends who were in the Grandstand. And we have some other followers who are on the drag. It's the same show, but 4 very different experiences. And throughout the all, we were texting and all right, so what's going on here and what's going on there? And well, me watching it on TV, that was the 5th item. Complete with my drinks and everything. So that was fun. That was fun. And so this week, I'm looking forward to this week because I have one sister here. My other sister is coming, and we're supposed to go for a boat ride, go to some tents, and I think, of course, next Monday Madness will see me there. No one is stopping me. I am looking forward to that. I think it's one of the best produced shows ever. And I am looking forward to that sampling. And then, of course, Monday and Tuesday, me and Lost Tribe. So I have my painkillers for my knee, and I have everything set and ready. I have to design my Monday costume, and my Monday wear. No, it's not going to be bikini and monokini. And then have a blast Monday and Tuesday, and really, really get into the spirit of it all.
I have a good friend who said to me, because I said, "You're going to fetch it doing that?" She said, "You know what? She liked the idea of like the daily brunch. But she said it's Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Of course, we played mass, and I tell people, I played mass every single year from the time I started to about maybe just before the pandemic, I think was my last. But anyway, she said, Jennifer, I am sitting down in front of that television. And she said, I watch every say from Juve right through. And I'm saying because I'm not ready, I always say I'm not a television person. So I will have the television on, just the music going, and I feel like if I'm on the road too. So I come and I peep, I say for a little while, I say who on, and I go back and I do what I have to do. She said I don't move, so I set up everything. Like if any stands, she said food, cook, and everything there. And all I doing is getting up to eat and going back and sit down. And she said that is her enjoyment. She reminisce on the days when she played mass, and she enjoying it the same way, just being at home.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think there's something to that, people opt out of Carnival, and everyone has their right to opt out of Carnival. Sometimes whether it's for religious reasons or you're just not into that, and it's a great time to take a beach vacation or to travel. It is a fantastic time to do that,
Yeah.
But as we say, there is so much energy and creativity, and I think this year the music is so exceptional, so exceptional. And for myself, if I don't play mass, I set up a picnic and I am in front of the TV from 8 o'clock. Whether that breakfast done is hearts or whatever, I am in
that is what she does. Yes.
And Carnival Monday morning is dedicated to traditional mass. Listen, people, Carnival Monday, put on your TV and take in the whole half day, all of the bats, the baby dolls, the sailor masks, minstrels, the jab, the robbers, the devils. It is so fascinating. I think sometimes when I hear people just tune out of Carnival, just for tuning out of Carnival's sake, but there's not another thing to do. There is so much to immerse yourself in. And some people will look at bikini and beads and say that defines Carnival when the evidence is wrong. It does not define Carnival. It defines what some journalists choose to highlight. But there is so much, whether you're on the street playing mass or you're home, and even if you're not home to see a TV, I show your phone with you, and there's data points all over the place. You could turn on your phone and take it in.
Yeah.
And TTT online or whack over there is so much, but I can identify with her. I could identify with her.
I am thinking, as we speak now, I played Juve once in my life, and that's because I kept my energy for the Monday and Tuesday. Because when I buy my costume, I play both days, Monday and Tuesday. But now I'm thinking, I could do a little Juve. So I'm putting it out there. I have to see who I could encourage. I have to get a friend who I could encourage to. Let's go play Juve. We just come out for a little while, jump and have a good time because it's cool. I will have enough energy then.
And then, Jennifer, the thing about it is that You could choose the type of juve you want to play.
Of
You
course,
could,
of course.
you know, there is pan juve where you could just go, the bump competition still exists. You could go down the road, and this is San Fernando, Arima, Tuna Puna, Port of Spain. I think Princestown has one, so it doesn't
Now
Tobago.
you're giving me an idea. I didn't think of a Riemann because, I always think for this thing. But the Riemann at back, because it's going to be right up here by me
Oh,
now. Now I live up this side.
yeah.
Okay, I will
Of
reconsider because
course.
I'm thinking, I always, my brain is for the Spain. But I'm sure Rima has it because
Oh,
I just want to come on and have a good time. I will do that. So I will investigate the Rima Juve,
yeah. The thing
and
about it,
I'm sure I can pull a friend or two to come out
yeah,
and have some
all the
fun for an
regional
hour.
corporations have carnivals. They're everywhere you live, there is
Yeah.
carnival. Oh, I'm even thinking I might even do Calypso Fiesta next week. I might even do it because I so love the Calypsos that are on now. But you
I'll
you
leave you to
can
that one. You're a South girl, so I leaving you to that one.
hello, Trinidad is a small place. There's no geographical limitation.
I know
There's
you were
no
so packed.
geographical limitation. No,
I will miss that one.
but there are every regional corporation every region has a tent,
Yeah.
has a show, has a version of their pan competitions. There's still a South Zone, East Zone, and North Zone. There is still so much to do, and I think sometimes what happens, especially to our cohort. Okay, so you'll see the reports. The report of Julie will be no one shot for Julie.
Yes.
or two fights. You're going behind somebody wall to watch the fight and want to put that
Look,
on the news. There's a stand.
sensational. Mhm.
Yeah, everywhere they put up a stand. It is safe. You could enjoy it. And I think that really annoys me when we just, and I think our cohort is really, really affected. And they think that if I go out for carnival, I'm going to end up in some bacchanal or some crime thing or when it is not the general case. And even if somebody is fighting, who gets injured? Passers-by don't get injured. It's who fighting gets injured. That,
Telling you, but definitely not even thinking along those lines. As you say, if you go down that road and you're just home, it's just carnival, you just ain't getting out at all, you know?
no. And Juve is so entertaining with the old mask characters. I remember my parents used to, up until probably, probably up until even for the COVID carnivals, whenever we had it, they would dutifully get down the road and go on the stands on Independent and enjoy the Juve and watch the old mass competition and all that kind of stuff. Parking, there is parking. So, if you're sitting down and saying I'm not participating in carnival because of the crime or the what, you're making an excuse for yourself. And just say that you're making an excuse for yourself. But definitely,
Watch it on TV.
yeah. But I think a good outing, Jennifer, for persons, and it is well worth the time, is that Monday AM, where they don't allow the traditional bands to come on. It is just for the traditional bands.
Yes.
All the characters and everything like that. And it is so really interesting. There's not going to be a lot of traffic, so you can just get to the savannah and it's free. It's free. You don't even have
That's what it's good. Don't make things expensive thing. No, it's free and it's really, really enjoyable,
Yeah. If I was not playing mass, I think I would spend Monday morning in the savannah, and then Monday afternoon go and look at TV. And remember, Monday night is brass bacchanal, the brass. So,
Last two, the Terrian.
what's that?
We attended the last two brass festivals because
Yes,
of brass.
not last year, but the year before. Yeah.
Yeah, before.
With Blow Mano Blow. Yes.
Right. That was nice.
And there is just so much. If you're into music, you're into the creatives. And then during this week, that might be another thing I do. There's a King and Queens and individuals at the Savannah. I think that's on Wednesday coming. You have no reason not to be there. And it is joining and sharing in our creativity. It's low stress. It's low stress. It's seated. You get a chance to see what people are doing so that you don't have this view that Carnival is nakedness and bead and bikini and licentiousness. And while we're on that, let us talk about young brother now. This young man, so versatile, so talented, so sweet. Oh my God. The man is so zest.
Beautiful suit, really nice suit up, singing out traditional type calves. I say, wow, really, really nice.
And what I love, again, we're talking about the ecosystem of Carnival. I saw him, there's a Taylor, Door Creations, and Door Creations' son is dressing young brother, and he's young dog. And look at that. How you could criticize the people.
They're not looking at the young artists, promoting, and they have a team together. They're bringing in other creatives with them, not just them. So they're moving, and I can say that because, of course, of Zach Promotions are doing it. They're working with the videographers. They're working with the designers. They have their little team. So everyone could make something.
Yeah.
Get a little something.
Yeah, I could talk about my son and his little taco business, because they're not sitting down in a bank or they're sitting down in an office somewhere. I think they're doing that. They are productive. They're doing stuff. They're creating their own businesses and
And recently I read an article. Yes, these the clips they put the reels, as they say now, and more or less a jibe at young brother saying how much millions he must be making, how much fets he doing in one night, what he doing with his money, but which is great. It shows that, as you said, you're looking at the economy, you're looking at how they making it. They're out there, they're doing it. Nobody handing out anything, They're performing as entertainment, and they're showing how entertainers, they can do it.
And Jennifer, for people who want the answer to that question, if we don't look selectively at social media and only look at the video, and by the way, young brother's video, Greatest Ben Over, I have tremendous respect for Luna, because y'all go to the video. You see that thing where she going in a horizontal with her head on his lap and she whining. Oh, she was modulating her body horizontally.
Everybody dances.
She was modulating. I want that kind of flexibility and body strength. I wait for that.
So they have that. So the team, everybody who talented, creative,
but
they are coming together.
Yeah, but
it's a really great product.
To help some of us, and who wants to know what young brother is doing with his billions, search the internet properly. His mother's house is being totally renovated right now. He has established a foundation to develop the talent for youths in the Sea Lots area. Okay, he is making sure that his group of people, and this comes out of his mouth and his management team, that they are investing and setting a foundation. So while you watch him with the big spliff in his hand, smoking his marijuana,
and
he
they're all doing that. All
a
they are
productive young
teaching.
man.
They know about giving back, helping the youth. So they're just not just there, they're giving back and they're trying their best to be a great, role model as far as they can see what they do and encouraging others that no, you don't have to go out here. It's not a we tend on a same week. People tend to focus on only the crime, the few who doing the crime.
Anything negative.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot one other thing, Jennifer, that I attended the Richard Young's production Carnival is Fashion too. And I want to congratulate Richard. That was such fun. You mean we sat on the Savannah stage and the fashion and the models and these things are all done to international standards, but they are so Caribbean. So we are not copying. And I think if we stay inside, and we just sit down and mumble and grumble based on what we see on sensational radio and social media and newspapers, we're going to miss the whole story.
Terry, I'm glad I didn't attend with you, but when you sent me and said, okay, I could see it on YouTube. So, of course, I went to today actually was the day I went through YouTube to look at it. And I felt so proud because I said, like, I started the show, we started the show. Because imagine we had Richard, doing that show for us, and right after he on the big stage, so we were the small stage for him. It was so beautiful.
I would make that link, Jennifer. But no, it is, and I'm so fast, as they say, I'm so fast. I talked about the jacket that I saw designed by the cloth, I told you, and I had to do something in Belmont yesterday. So I play fast and I'm going by the cloth to see the jacket, to see. I will see it, but I wouldn't touch it. But Robert Young, you are so talented. The pieces of cloth that I have, I cherish, I will wear them, but I'll probably be able to save up and buy that jacket soon. But for you, it was a hand applique. He used this applique style and he had it cut in a denim jacket. Cut, and the entire thing was a patchwork. It was a piece of art. Therefore, I can't quarrel with the man's price. I just know I can't buy it now.
Yes.
But that was my iFood from Carnival is Fashion too. But it was so entertaining. There is so much that we can do if we just don't let the noise of people who want us to be negative and want us to be hidden and cloistered and afraid. If we just stop letting that noise interfere with us, get your posse together, and all of these shows cater to us seniors. They're comfortable, they have seats, they have secured parking. And we can go, So I am looking forward to this carnival. And of course, my carnival days and stuff like that.
Because we're taking photos. Little video clips and things. So we could show you all for the next show. So we will include it in the next show. And you all can do the same. Send us some photos, some little clips of what you're doing, how we're having fun. That would be nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Jennifer, I think one of the things that we talk about, and I want to feel part of the reason that, and we're going to get serious now. We had this show with Richard. We had this show with Frank. And then we had the show where we had Cindy Musio coming on and talking about, I don't want to say exercise, but I want to, and this is something that I really have a beef with, us allowing ourselves to atrophy, you know, because we feel that what we exert in the efforts to exercise for, what we're doing it. And last week when we were talking, we made the point that a lot of people think when you're doing things to improve your body, you can have the perspective that it's done with a motivation of vanity. You're trying to look young. You're trying to keep up with you. But we fail to realize how very, very important muscle tone, muscle strength, muscle endurance is to longevity, to being able to resist diseases, for heart health, for lung health, for clearing your circulatory system, and simply to prolong life. And if we don't get serious about moving and working our muscles, and not just moving in terms of just walking, but moving to challenge the muscles. And I use the thing, we don't let our children get away with just doing the 2 times table. We say do the 3, and if you know that, do the 4, do the 5. We just, yeah, I have a real issue with that, and I have no problem with those of us who want to dress up. We will dress up like anybody. But putting a pretty dress and skin and fancy makeup on an unhealthy, weak body makes no sense. You just prepare yourself to look good in a coffin.
But Terry-Ann, what happens, and I totally, in terms of the movement, again, you know, when you I chat with friends who do exercises and friends who would say, you know, they just don't have time. They don't find the time. But it's so important at our stage. It's not about, as you say, it's not about losing weight. It's not about for a young body. No, it's really about just general wellness. And I, you know, through my journey, I always believe in exercise. So I always do some form of exercise, whether it's you walking, anything. I'm always looking for something to do to stay active. And I firmly believe that has helped me a lot with me healing, faster healing, because I recall before my surgery, not even knowing anything about surgery or what I'll be diagnosed. That was my issue. My thing is always to keep fit, you know, make sure I'm healthy. And I knew also that as you get older, your bones weaken. And they recommend, and Cindy said it in the show, at the interview with her, about your muscle, losing muscle and the bone, etc.
Sarcopenia.
So when I do some rounds walking, I would go into the gym after and lift light weights. And you know, they have the machines where you could pull down, etc. And I always included that and the other, I don't know the name of the machine where you use your legs to keep pushing and pulling. And when I had that surgery, after the surgery, the healing part, and I'm reading up, you must do this and must do that. I realized the reason I healed quickly was because my muscles.
Your 1 week I had tone and strength.
Strength in my muscles. And as I said, it had nothing to do with it. It's something I knew, and we all should look at that. Understand at our age, as you age, you really need to look at that. Exercises, and as you say, not just, yes, I do walk, but after walk, I always say, I have to go and do that extra. Many times they say, oh gosh, and my thing is, you know, you have to do it and continue. Like we started dancing. Friend and I, this week was the first session of the dance class. And what that teacher did first is make sure this is for seniors. So being a woman with her expertise, the first half an hour was stretching and doing certain exercises to prepare us for even the simple. And she mentioned how important it is as seniors for us to keep stretching those muscles. Yeah. So I am hoping those of us who the tribe who don't exercise or don't see the purpose because they feel that I'm old already. And they say, my bones are old already. No. You can, and you push yourself, but you know when it is you're doing too much, you could gradually increase as you go along, you know, do that extra lift for that extra thing.
Yeah.
But definitely get out there or be home and be active.
Yeah. You know, Jennifer, there are we talk about the problem with falls. And it is a medical fact that a person over 65 who sustains a fall, who has even a fracture, a hairline fracture of a hip bone or a major leg bone, there is a 50% chance that within 1 year of that fall, you could be dead. My mother is one of those statistics. And I checked it back and I realized that within a year of her falling and got a hairline crack on her, the smallest of her hip bones, within a year, we had her funeral. Yes, she had sarcoidosis. Yes, she was diabetic. Yes, she had all kinds of other complaints, but they were all well managed, and she could have gone on, or I don't know, another whatever it is. But you see that slip and fall good up on her bottom to a sitting position in front of the bank on High Street, San Fernando, that caused her to do that hairline back. That so shook her body. And the thing about falls is that we could talk about our bones, but our muscles allow us to break falls and to brace ourselves for falls. And when we talk about why we exercise so that people don't get caught up in, you're thinking gym and 50-pound weight and iron clanging and no, we're not talking about that. Just think about these things, how your muscles are supposed to be. Your muscles are supposed to be flexible. So that if you lose your weight and you reach out for something, the muscle is supposed to be pliable enough that it can take a sudden movement. But if your muscles stiffen into one place and you reach suddenly to get your balance, you are not flexible. You tear your muscles. So if you're not accustomed to using your muscles, you lose flexibility and you tear your muscles. The next thing is endurance. If you cannot walk a distance, you have to go and get help. Or you have to just go to the corner and you can't carry yourself. You don't have the endurance, the long stamina. All right? And your cardio is so bad, you can't scream help or shout for help or get a breath to hold something and carry it to a safe place. Or as they say, pick up yourself from the floor. You know, if you can't go the distance, and then if you're just not strong, if your muscles are not strong to be able to lift up someone or something, or you can't carry yourself. You know, we talk about exercise and we don't understand what it is we are doing to our muscles, but contribute to us living longer. And then those muscles are the things that have the blood vessels and the cells. It is your muscles that have to recover after surgery. To get in there, they cut a muscle. So if your muscles are in poor condition, the healing is not going to work. You know, if anything shocks you, something happens to you, you're not going to be able to enjoy that. We're talking about enjoying Carnival, but if you're not a Carnival person, you can still enjoy Easter, you can enjoy Christmas, you can enjoy Diwali, you can enjoy Eid, you can enjoy shout, you can enjoy all kind of thing. You know, but it is so important that when we put on pretty clothes and we make up and we put on accessories and we looking good, we need, as seniors, need to make sure that our bodies can carry us where we want to go, and we must take responsibility to make sure that our bodies, especially our large muscles, our legs, our glutes, our abs, our backs, could carry us. And sitting down doesn't cut it.
I must add to Terrian, for those who believe that to need to go to the gym and the course, etc., etc., there are so many different online exercises that you can do. And you could use your phone, you just go on your YouTube and you download whichever that you feel more comfortable with. You can watch it first and decide you're comfortable doing that. We really have no excuse not to be active. This morning, I focused in a lot on breathing exercises, on the breath. And I went through some of the yoga breathing exercises to see, because I want to combine a little stretching with the breathing. And I found one that I was very comfortable with, and I just noted and did it. I started just 15 minutes. Of course, they have different length. But outside of that, that is because I am adding that to my routine that I'm already doing. But for those, you have different types. And in addition, Cindy mentioned, because we have a lot of our teachers, but those that do the exercises that also have online classes. And you can do one-on-one or you can do a class. So it's a matter of following up.
Yeah.
And not just saying that you can't.
Yeah.
And it's tailored to you.
And I think we need to, because Jennifer, you're a natural researcher. You are curious that way, and that's easy for you. And I know for a lot of people, they're not going to do the research. And that's what I'm saying, because even before, when we had another one of our colleagues, Maria Elias, with us, all right, I think a lot of people need to get themselves assessed. You need to go to a trainer and get yourself assessed. How flexible are you? How strong are you? How much endurance you have? What is your cardiovascular fitness? You need to go and get it assessed, because you're going to sit down and watch the YouTube video and don't do nothing. I'm one of those persons. I'm not going to do anything. I think we need to go and get ourselves assessed. We spend money on all kinds of things, and it is not a money. It is not a money. It is a small investment in time to go to a person who is sensitive. Don't choose the person because there's some buff trainer in the gym. Get somebody who is in health, fitness, and wellness. Don't choose somebody because they look sexy and they want their body to look like them. At our stage, we can't look like a 20 or 30-year-old. Get that out of your head. Go to somebody who is interested in wellness and longevity and health. Go to your health center and ask the doctors there for a reference and get yourself assessed so at least you will know where your weak points are. And then from there, you could probably go onto YouTube and at least start with some information because next thing people start without a sense of where their baseline is and they go and they damage themselves and then they get a real reason to say, I ain't exercising at all.
Thanks for bringing in that, Terry Ann, because I speak freely, but I did do a full assessment with Maria.
Exactly.
So I knew that guided me, and I still use professionals before I do things on my own, I still seek that advice.
So we will not miss going to the doctor to check the diabetes, the hypertension, the kidney, the heart. We will not miss it. We will get that. But and I'm sure the doctor is going to say, you got to lose a pound or you lose a what. But sometimes it's not just the weight. It is while you're losing the weight, you could try and become stronger so you are more resilient. And I don't know, Jennifer, I am just looking around at our cohort and I'm becoming more and more concerned that our not paying attention to our muscles and our bodies might make us prematurely meet our end. Whatever disease we have or condition we have is going to be there, but it's because our bodies are not strong enough that we'll probably go before time to go. And we'll do it without recognizing it. And we'll also miss out on having fun. Even while, all right, we can change our condition, but we could still have fun and enjoy life while it's there. But we have to be strong enough to do it.
Say, yes, we may, like I always quote my dad saying, we must go one day, but my thing is, I mustn't spend that. If I could avoid, let me put it that way, if I could avoid having to be totally dependent on, because I didn't look at my wellness, I didn't look at my being active or eating well, etc. Because of those things, I am forced to be dependent on somebody. I don't want that. I prefer, as you say, extend my life, extend that period living a quality life, as against extending the period of not living that quality life and on depending on somebody. Let me put it that way.
Well, you're not dead, but you're disabled. You're not disabled, you're not able. You're dead, but you're not able to live independently.
Much of my life as I can be in having the ability to do things and to be active.
Yeah. I think that is
definitely could be done through taking care of ourselves.
Taking care of our physical selves. So I really think that, all right, we're in the middle of the carnival season and there's so much activity going around. And I know a lot of you are sitting down and looking and saying, oh God, I ain't able now. And even just looking, getting you out of breath. You're looking at people. And you're getting out of breath just watching them. But there are activities for us at any level of capacity. And if we start taking, we could start where we are. So you get there and you use your little walker and you get to the seat and you watch the show and you lose your walker and you go back. If you take yourself next year, you might be able to go and walk in with a walking stick. And then you look at the show.
And that brunch I went to, my girlfriend decided, we can't show it, but she decided she must take, when they were doing the dancing and thing, everybody in the floor. They had about 4 persons out there with not one of the walker, but with 6. If you see them having a great time, and remind me, thank God, remember the sailor dance when they use the stick to, dance in the sailor dance? But the stick remaining on the ground, right? The stick firm, and having a great time. And they were able to walk and really enjoy. So you're correct. you can do it, because maybe for whatever reason you need your walking stick, but your body is still healthy.
Yes.
Your muscles good. You
Yeah.
can wave one hand, you can dance. And that's what we are talking about. It's not because you may have, everybody have some little different issues, but that doesn't mean you're not healthy. The rest of you can't do things, you know?
Yeah. And as we said, we're in the middle of Carnival. As I say, I always say, September to March, it's Christmas, it's Parang. As you're coming to the end of the year, and then you're coming to Carnival, kiddies, mass high, so pan. There's visual stimulation, there's oral stimulation. You could move. You could choose to participate at whatever level. You could see beauty in everything because it is creativity. You can avoid the lewdness. You could get into the lewdness. You could look at the young people and admire them. You could look at the old people and say, "Oh God, look stamina!" How they say in Panorama, I look at some old, look Quaisanda, they're still there standing up in the front, the band created music. You know, but we can't hop out of life and enjoying life because a situation, if you have a condition, then you can't avoid that. But allowing our bodies to atrophy through sarcopenia because we're not taking care of our muscles and taking care of our health is I would say, kind of irresponsible. And we can't avoid that. Can't avoid it. And we can't have a fun time on our third act stage, no matter what you're suffering with. As I given Jana for the joke, I am blood pressure medication now. How I reach here? But the blood pressure gone down. And I am having a ball. You know? So as we get older, things are going to happen, but it doesn't mean that we pack up. And we should not have a mindset that we pack up. So, you know, I think it is Carnival. We need to have a blast for Carnival. Enjoy everything that there is to offer at Carnival. But we cannot enjoy it if we're not taking care of our bodies. And I see the two are so, it make no sense. You could pack up and have on the pretty outfit and stuff like that, but make sure you're taking care of the body because you can want to wear the pretty outfit next year. Something like that. Oh my goodness. But Jennifer, hopefully everyone over this week and next week does something really exciting. Next week, we hope to have a guest who's talking about being home for Carnival and what they're doing to take care of themselves and so on. And I am looking forward to Carnival. This is my favorite. I think it should be everybody's favorite time of the year. It doesn't matter your race, creed, age, gender, anything. Even if it's a good time to leave the country and go shopping. Even or go for a calm vacation somewhere. You know, we have some beautiful sunny breezy days that are perfect for the beach. So we need to do that. So Jennifer, we'll be jumping up this weekend, having a blast, all right? This week and next week.
Now look for this Juve band for money.
Yes.
Rima Juve.
Yes, yes, yes. If I wasn't playing mass, I'll come and join you for Jubilee. All right?
I will find a partner somewhere.
Excellent, excellent. Y'all in the Eastern Arima, link Jennifer. Here's her number. Y'all create a section and arrange to meet by the velodrome 4 o'clock. Google
Doing time, you know? But that's I'm really looking forward. I think I'll do that, Terian. Seriously.
Yes. That'd be fun. Because all the old mass and all that kind of stuff. I think.
Come out. And I'm an early riser. I like early mornings. So that's easy for me.
Yeah.
You know, nice, cool, and it's safe. Yeah.
go and check it out. The Jupe celebration. And go down and let them just put some mud on your face. Get a little mud pack on your face. Wear a long sleeve turtleneck so that when they put the mud on the other part of you, you won't get it.
And about playing in borokeets and being all black-napped and all that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of mud and oil and things.
Absolutely.
It's good for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you all next Wednesday, which will be Carnival Wednesday. You'll be in the heat of the season. And we wish you this week and next week, take advantage of all the stuff that's going on. Go out and enjoy the culture. Appreciate the creatives and the art and take care of yourselves. So have a great time.
Carnival, and don't forget, send the pics and the clips for us. And we could post. All right.
Bye.
50+ Tribe and follow us from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Thank you for joining us on this Connections 50 Plus 5.8G Alive show.
We hope you enjoyed the lively conversation and look forward to seeing you next week.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We really love getting your feedback. Bye for now.